About halfway between San Antonio and Houston sits a place that calls itself the friendly little city. Moulton is a quiet community of less than 1,000 surrounded by flowing flat fields of corn and milo. This isn't where most folk would look for fine European delicacies, but it's here where artisan cheese has found a home in the middle of Texas farmland.
I come from a region where we have a lot of wine, so vineyards, and we have a lot of cheese too. My small contribution to a new tradition in Texas is to bring farmstead cheese in South Texas.
Back in his home region of Friuli, Italy, Andrea Cudin used to make his cheddar pushing papers in a university office. But true love brought him to Texas to get married, where he set aside his PhD in philosophy to focus on culture, cheese culture.
The milk here is coming from this pipe. We milk straight in the vat. I had an office job, and when I moved here, I realized that that job was not profession available for me in Victoria. So the cheese making, which has always been my hobby, then I decided to jump into it as a profession. A gallon of milk gives you less than a pound of cheese.
And in 2016, Lira Rossa Artisan Cheeses was born. Cheese making is an extensive process, and the aging can take months or even years. Andrea's goal was to show Texans just how good a farm-fresh Italian cheese can be. And now his customers won't accept anything less.
At first, people were kinda, can we have a cheddar? And now, I mean, all our customers are all opinionated. They want the 3 months or the 6 months or the 1 year, and if I don't have the 3 months, they don't buy.
They become experts.
Yeah, they become experts.
You created a monster.
Yeah, exactly.
Since its beginning, his small creamery has grown to sell to everyone from high-end restaurants in Houston to the friendly folk in Moulton. Located on the side of an old Czech dairy farm, the milk that goes into each and every one of his cheeses comes straight from the source. From fresh-made mozzarella to warm batches of ricotta, nothing is wasted, just like back in the dairy farms in Italy.
We are a very small creamery doing things in the old school. I mean, I had a few cheesemakers from my region coming over to help me figure out the details. The older cheesemakers, they are like, it reminds them of how they started making cheese back in the days.
I'd love to have a taste of this. Can we sample?
Absolutely, please.
From Aristotle to Aquinas, the great philosophers have questioned life's meaning. While there's no definitive answer for every single person, it so often happens we discover it on our own. It seems for Andrea, he's discovered it nearly 5,000 miles from where he started. It took him dropping the textbooks and picking up the cheesecloth to do it, but in the end, he found what he's searching for.
The smell of the whey and the milk, they always bring me back to the smells of the creameries I used to go to when I was young, back in my country. And I did not grow up making cheese, it was not my original profession, but I've learned to enjoy it deeply. And I recently read a line from an Italian cook that he said cooking is this impossible quest for bringing back the flavors and the smells and the atmosphere of their youth. And I have come to realize that that's exactly what I'm trying to do.
I love that story.
Me too, and we've got plenty more where that came from.
Just click on the subscribe button and keep traveling with us.